Ah, another day at sea. And oh no, it looks like there's a storm coming. What? No, 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 not in the boat. Oh crap, we're taking on water. Ah, that's a massive wave coming. Uh-oh, splash. Ugh, what happened? Nice sailing. Chump. What the heck happened there? I mean, we were sailing for a moment and it looks like we crashed on this island. What nonsense is this? Yeah, I'm actually wondering the same thing. But hello everybody, Accureye here, and welcome to my Let's Play of Don't Starve Shipwrecked and my potential survival. Now, I can't promise you that I will show you all the exploring that I will be doing, as I'm going to be trying to make sure that we fast forward this and go through as quickly as can to just selling the base. But yeah, I decided that during the process of pretty much doing my Don't Starve adventure mode, I would also do a Let's Play of Don't Starve survival on Shipwrecked. And yeah, here it is. So we are potentially just trying to right now get ourselves off this island that we crashed into after a storm and having our massive wave sink the ship that we were sailing. But yeah, so welcome to the Don't Starve How to Survival series of Shipwrecked. And yeah, me and Maxwell here are just going to basically be setting up to get ourselves off the island, as yeah, that's kind of the first option. So of course, first option of course is to make a boat. If you can, I would suggest making a raft. But of course, you can make a log raft if you just don't have enough items to get off this island. As let's face it, 9 out of 10 times you may not have enough items to get off this island. As you'll see, I kind of got lucky at the end of the day when it came down to having all of the items needed to make a raft, a simple raft to get off the island. But yeah, so with that having been said, we're going to be, of course, just doing our normal basic survival at the start, which is just to get our normal basic items, or grass, twigs, maybe some food. And in this case, we're getting palm leaves. Now, you're probably thinking, Accureye, why are you getting palm leaves? Well, obviously I'm getting palm leaves to get myself some, some items to, make a sail, as you'll see later on in this video. But here I'm trying to trace this crab down for some fish, food, and yeah. But let's face it, this island didn't start off as perfectly as I was hoping. And here, we're going to create a raft, because I noticed we had some bamboo. Now, you're probably thinking, Accureye, why were you being careful around these palm trees? And what happens if those coconuts are on top of the palm trees? Well, as you'll see in a bit, you'll see why I'm a little worried about palm trees when it comes down to it. But, yeah, so here we're just kind of doing a normal basic survival. Actually, there were some balloons there, which is really nice. And, of course, it's just basically normal survival at the start, which is, of course, getting your basic tools. But, I mean, of course, you have the added adventure of water and rivers, of course. So, yeah, that's something that you have to deal with as well. But here, I noticed, like I said, I had enough items to make a normal raft, or make a bamboo raft, I guess you could call it. So I decided to make a bamboo raft just so that we could, pretty much, get off the island and have at least a somewhat speedy boat to move around in for a little while. But, yeah, so, it's here where I'm going to meet up with you in just a sec. Alright, so I was going to meet you up in just a sec, but I just realized that here I decided I was going to create a raft, and then I ended up, whoa, noticing these snakes here. And yeah, this was the start of our episode here, which was me running into these darn snakes. And it was here where I was like, ah, crap, I'm going to have to fight these guys. So we pretty much have a bad start with running into snakes at the beginning. But it's also here where I decided to create a little fanny pack, or the palm pack, if you will, because I ended up realizing that, and here I run into another snake, which is lovely. I love the draw there that I ran into 4 snakes at the beginning. I mean, my goodness, what a bad luck start. But it's here where I decided to create the little palm pack, or the little twin pack, so I could have a little extra space to carry some extra things. Anyway, I'll meet you guys back once I've gathered up all my items and stuff. Alright, so night has started to fall, and I've pretty much gathered all my items, and I'm pretty much ready to ship off. But I decided that it would be too late to ship off, so I'm making some torches just to do some normal nighttime survival as per usual. I noticed these fireflies, and I just kind of am like exploring the rest of this island. I'm like, oh, hello. Yeah, I'm just like admiring all the fireflies, the bamboo and stuff. But here I'm just like deciding that I want to figure out what the rest of the island held and how big this island is, because obviously at this point I'm trying to decide where my base will be, where I'm going to eventually settle down. And as you can see, I explored most of the island, so it's like here I'm like, okay, I'm ready to ship off. I'm ready to move on and move away from this island. But you can see exactly what the island is like, and it's like here I'm like, okay, let's just make a raft and get off this island. So I'm trying to make it to where I can build the raft. And as you can see here, I'm struggling a little when it comes to finally making the raft, and I finally do. So it's here where I'm like, okay, time to ship off. Let's go ahead and see where the sea takes us. As yeah, we're going off into a little adventure in the sea. So I'm looking for certain things. At this point, as you may know, I'm looking for gold. And it takes me a while, but I finally do. Well, I'm seeing this coral reef, which is really cool, and these dolphins, which we could employ the help of later on. You know, I'm picking up food along the way, and I'm just kind of looking for gold. So I'll meet you once we found a little bit of gold and start to make a better boat. Okay, so here we are. I was exploring this island, and I saw a pig, and then I saw this gold. And I was like, ooh, gold. I need more flint. And it was here where I kind of realized I needed more flint. So that was unfortunate. And I'm kind of, as you can see, I took some time to explore this little island just to get an idea and see what we had to deal with. What we had in this island. As you can see, I'm on my normal raft, but as is, I'm going to be sailing off to look for more flint, and I will meet you guys back when I come back to get the gold. As you know, it'll take me a while to explore the island, and as you'll see here, I'm sailing around. I'll give you a little idea of what the sailing is like on this game. As you know, sailing in this game, it's not that tedious. In fact, it's quite calming, but it can take a long time in the beginning. When you first start off in Don't Starve Shipwrecked, you're of course not going to have the greatest sailing item. You're not going to have a item or a ship that can, you know, sail across the seas like there's nothing, like it's nothing. But, you know, of course here I'm just recovering health because as you saw from the beginning, I got attacked by 4 snakes, and they brought my health down quite substantially. So it's like here, you'll see I run into this island, and I believe this is the island where I first run into monkeys, yeah. As you can see there was the monkey den right there. And, yeah, it was here where I'm looking around for flint, and, I'm actually trying to find flint to, you know, to, of course, build my, pickaxe, because, of course, as you know, I have a machete, and I have an axe, which is good for cutting down trees, getting logs and stuff. But obviously, it's not good for, you know, I don't have enough flint to get, hey, thanks, chump. Chump, thanks, man. But yeah, as you can see there, I looked around a little bit for the, flint. And I'll meet you guys back when I'm finally able to get gold. Or, when I run into something interesting, everybody. Alright, so I took some time, and here we are sailing back with flint in hand and a pickaxe in hand. So, of course, I'm just gathering up grass, twigs, so I can make more stuff. More stuff like torches and spears and whatnot. And, of course, I'm gathering up a little bit of food just so I don't go hungry. Because, obviously, this is Don't Starve, so you don't want to starve. But it's here where I'm going to finally grab my gold and build a nicer boat. Obviously, we're leaving the raft here just in case. You never know if we're going to get shipwrecked or if we're going to need a new boat. So, obviously, it's good to have a backup boat in hand and just to keep a backup boat in mind. But here we decide to finally get gold so that we can start building our nice boat. And, of course, a nice sail that goes with it. And yeah, it's here where I'll decide to build my science machine and make my temporary base. I find this is a nice island to make a temporary base. I have no idea if this is going to be a full-on base. It's a nice island. It's a nice small island that I can base off of and make central command. But I want to at least find a tourist spot. And I don't want to travel too far to get to my tourist spot in order to, of course, sail towards the tar and then, so I can refill everything. But, yeah, here, you're going to probably see that I'm worried about coconuts because, as it is, when I was chopping some of these trees down, even though you didn't see it, I got hit by a coconut or two. So, yeah, that's why, you always want to be wary when you're chopping palm trees down. Because you never know if you're going to get hit by a coconut. And here you're seeing me kind of strife it a little because I'm thinking, am I going to get hit by a coconut? And you never know if you're going to get hit by a coconut, but, here I just got lucky. I'm glad I didn't get hit by a coconut, but, yeah, let's face it. You can get hit by a coconut. So, it's here where I decided to finally make our, science machine, which is the very first item towards prepping and making ourselves, better prepared for the sea. So here I'm just like, okay, I gotta make another torch, and I'm gonna make our raft, which requires 3 boards and 4 vines, if I remember correctly, and 4 vines. Which there you go. We just created our first nice boat, the rowboat, and then of course I make a thatch sail. Now, the thatch sail, of course, required a few vines, which I didn't have. Or it was the bamboo I didn't have. Yeah. No, sorry. It was the bamboo I didn't have. So I was like, oh, crap. I gotta go find me some bamboo. And luckily, this island was filled with bamboo. So I was like, this island's filled with bamboo. So I'm just going to go ahead and grab that bamboo that I saw as soon as the day spawns. So here, the day spawns, and I'm like, okay, time to get me some of that bamboo that I saw earlier so I can make my fetch sail. Now, the fetch sail will make sailing much easier. And yeah, it's here where I'm going to leave you guys. As it is, I'm going to be exploring my islands, and I'll meet you guys back when I've decided or when I have a base started. And once I have a base started, we'll of course meet you back here. Because the mild season is very, very calming. It's very, very easy. And it's just a point to get yourself ready for the rainy season. And, of course, hurricane and monsoon season, which could be some of the worst seasons going forward in, of course, Shipwrecked. But here I make myself thatch sail. And, yeah, this is where I'm going to leave you guys. I'm going to go ahead and explore more of the world, of our shipwreck world, and I'm going to be sailing off to new islands or new destinations. But with that being said, I'm going to go sail off and find new islands and a potential place to base after I get my alchemy engine and stuff. But with that being said, thank you everybody for joining me today on this video. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, you know what to do. Hit the like button, get subscribed, hit the bell notification because I know you want to know when my next video drops next. I am live on Twitch at www.twitch.tv twitch.tv/Accureye. I am live on Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday for sure. But lately, I've also been live on Monday and Tuesday. Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday, I'm still kind of deciding where I'm going to go with my schedule. But Monday and Tuesday, I'm usually live around 11:30 p.m. PST or midnight PST, depending on when the video gets uploaded. Thank you, everybody, for joining me today on this channel, and thank you for watching this channel. And, yeah, if you like this video, hopefully I will see you for more of this series. But until the next one, everybody, I'm going to sail off. And until the next one, everybody, this is Accureye signing out and saying, farewell, everyone.